Welcome once again to the webinar on how to step up your marketing game with Zoho Cliq. As you all know, Zoho Cliq is predominantly used for business communication, especially for communication between teams and organization. But how do we make it work best for marketing teams that are present in an organization? So today, I'll be walking you through the importance of communication in marketing teams, and how you can use Zoho Cliq to bring marketers together and also help them stay on top of their game. So, before I go ahead with the session for today, let me give a short introduction about myself. I'm Cheryl and I'm a product marketer at Zoho Cliq. I will be conducting the entire session for you today. Moving on to the agenda for today, first we'll discuss about communication and marketing and how marketers communicate within their organization and outside their organization, and why staying on the same page is very important. And then we'll move on to cross departmental collaboration, how marketers work with the other teams, other departments, to make sure that work gets done and they're all they all put out the same messaging out there. And then we'll look at why marketing tools are required, and also finding a communication tool that helps you connect to your favorite marketing tools that you use on a day-to-day basis to optimize your marketing efforts. And then I'll show you how using Zoho Cliq you can probably step up your marketing game, and how it can help bridge the gap between individuals, various teams in your organization, and also integrate it with other third-party application and other sales tools, so basically to monitor and track your performance. And finally, we'll have a Q&A session, as I already mentioned. So first, I will be taking you through, marketing and communication. Um, Firstly, let's talk about marketing. And the most important thing that we'll be discussing in marketing is lead generation, which is an important aspect and which all the marketers work towards. Lead generation is basically finding the right prospects, nurturing them, and handing those leads over to your sales team so that they can possibly convert these leads into customers. To work towards achieving this goal, this particular goal of lead generation or any other goal that marketers set, all marketers have to communicate internally within their own teams, across departments, and with various stakeholders in the organization, and also with people outside the organization, so that there are different types of communication involved in a marketing team. And we will be taking a look at this in detail. But first, I would like to talk about this very interesting stat here. That is 80% of the B2B marketers out there, they tell that the top goal in marketing is lead generation. And I hope, and I'm very sure that most of you would agree with me on this, because 80% is a huge number. And me being a marketer myself, I would definitely agree that lead generation is one of my top goals, because that is what makes us count, that is what makes marketers count. So, what role does communication play when it comes to marketing teams? So, you can broadly divide communication into two different categories, that is, the internal communication and also external communication. So, first, let's take a look at internal communication. So, internal communication basically involves, communicating within the organization, within your team, especially, and also across departments, as I already mentioned. So, why do you communicate, and how do you communicate? The first thing is you need to discuss within your team to analyze the competition that your brand has. So, for example, you have a fashion. Let's say you manufacture clothing. So, in that case, you have to see, you have to take a look at all your competitors and then analyze what they're doing better than you, or what they don't have and what you have. So, that's how you analyze competition. So, once you've nailed this aspect of analyzing competition, you need to set goals as a team to work on different aspects of marketing to achieve the desired results, because only when you tell the world that this is what you have, they get to know what you have. So once when you've set the goals, you need to ideate and plan and strategize on how to implement your ideas to achieve your goal. This could be like working on a content calendar to put out marketing content out there, or probably a release checklist for your product, so that you make sure that everything gets done when the product is out there. Things like this fall under ideation and planning. And then finally, you need to execute your plans to the T. This is the most important part. All the planning should lead to proper execution. So, and to arrive at this stage, all you need to do is communicate, communicate, and repeatedly communicate with the people in your team to ensure that everyone stays on the same page, which is very important, and also puts out a unified message so that everybody gets the same messaging about your product. So, apart from communicating within the team and across departments in the organization, marketing teams also have to communicate with people outside the organization. External communication in marketing teams happens for different purposes, and I have lined out a few examples here for you. And the first is communicating to get work done. Marketers usually work with agencies, external agencies like ad video agencies or creators or print media influencers, PR agencies to make sure that the product gets maximum reach. Next is with guest bloggers to make sure they spread the word about what they are about to release. All these can be categorized as external communication and collaboration. Marketing your product with the outside world, and you're making use of people who are not part of your organization. And the next is the use of social media to build presence amongst the digital crowd. According to a stat mentioned in Smart Insights, almost 58.4% of the world is on social media. That's such a staggering number. So, by creating a voice online, you're reaching out to more than half of the people in the world. And that's really amazing because you're almost getting to half the people just by using a platform, a social media platform. You put out a tweet, it reaches half a million people, I mean half of the people in the world. That's pretty good when you consider marketing how it was before and how it is right now. People find social media as also one of the easiest mediums to report issues related to the product and services. It is where they actually feel heard more than reaching out to your support via support email. If they put up a tweet, it's more easy because tweet just takes a few, maybe a minute for them to post, and they feel like they get better response there. Although it might work well for the customers, on the downside, it affects a lot of the brands because they face criticism due to public escalation. The marketers usually do the damage control here, and they try to build the reputation of the brand by handling frustrated customers, issuing public apology and updates on why a certain issue actually happens. So this is kind of a reputation management that is being carried out by the marketing team on social media. So finally, it's all about building a rapport with people who love your brand. So it's easier to reach out to people and communicate, engage in conversations online with the help of social media tools than to meet people and get into conversation with them, because social media has everything. A lot of people are on it, and you can easily engage with people. So these are some of the examples of external communication that marketing teams involve in. The next thing we'll discuss is about why it is important for marketers to engage in cross departmental collaboration. All right. So marketers are often encouraged to communicate with various departments and stakeholders in the company. Let's say, for example, product teams, support teams, sales teams, market research team, and other teams. So why is it cross-departmental collaboration very important for marketing teams? So first of all, for a marketer to tell a very good story and build brand identity, they should be well aware of what goes into the product. And when marketers interact with the product teams to understand how they work on products, they the idea behind it, they get a deeper understanding and knowledge, and this will help them tell better stories and get the product out there. The same goes with customer support teams. Since support teams are usually in direct contact with customers, they get the first hand experience of what customers expect from the company. This will help marketers understand customer expectations clearly and meet them in a better way possible. So they'll be able to communicate when they communicate better when they talk to support team and understand the issues that the ongoing customers face, or what they are happy about and what they're not happy about. And the next thing is problem solving. So usually escalations from customers and users happen on public forums. I think All of you would agree with this, mostly social media. And when marketers engage in reputation management, they need to make sure that they get the full picture of what exactly happened before they go ahead with a response. So when issues are reported, it is better to interact with other departments like the development, the product team, and support teams before issuing a statement or a response to ensure that everything is on the right track. So, as the most important of all, customer experience comes into place, and I feel that happy products make happy customers, and vice versa as well. And when you work in tandem with various departments, you can also maximize your efforts and provide better customer experience. Uh, it definitely works. So now that we've seen how marketers communicate to get work done, we will be looking at how to make their work count and how to bridge the gap between the marketing tools that they use and also the communication apps. So, apart from communication, performance metrics play a huge role in every marketer's journey. So every ad, every web page, social media post, or every ebook or webinar needs to be measured in terms of impressions, engagement, conversions, and return on investment. So it is essential to keep a close track of marketing metrics to drive better results. So this is where the marketing tools come in picture to help you understand what efforts you've been putting in and if they're really paying off or not. So when you measure what you do, you get to understand if you're targeting the right audience. So if you're not really targeting the right audience, you wouldn't be seeing better results. So if your numbers show that you aren't reaching out to the right people, you can take a step back and probably rework on your marketing calendar or your entire marketing strategy so as to drive better results. Another thing is conversion. Conversion is an important factor in marketing, and conversion is what contributes to healthy lead generation. With numbers from your marketing tools, you can make out if you are converting or you're not converting, you're falling short somewhere, and you can improve your conversions. So, if you are investing money on paid marketing, you need to make sure that you get back what you invest on. Marketing tools help you keep a track on your paid marketing channels and the return on investment you're making, and you can make sure that you're getting the most out of it. And as we already mentioned, for organic results, you can also revise your strategy for paid marketing as well. So, what are some of the most commonly used tools by marketing teams? So, I feel that as a marketer, I probably would use project management tools, web analytics tools, email marketing tools, design related tools like Figma and all for creatives, social media management tools, and online cloud storage, content management. So these are some of the tools that every marketer would probably be using, and I as a marketer also use these tools. So on a daily basis, it would mean a marketer keeps shifting between tabs to track all the metrics while also trying to communicate with the team. So finding a communication app, that would allow you to connect with your favorite marketing tools to bring all the data and consolidate everything in one place would be really great. So this would help you save time from switching too many tabs frequently by bringing everything in one place, and also help you get more context out of it. And also, you could share these metrics with your teammates, get on meetings, and probably fuel healthy discussions around the same instantly. And overall, this would help marketing teams work faster and also arrive at quicker decisions. So the next thing is, so how does Zoho Cliq as a business communication app help marketers, improve their performance and work on better results? So we have five important features, or let's say modules in Zoho Cliq, and we thought these modules might help every marketing team communicate and collaborate better. So we've been looking at every module in detail, but before that, let me give you a short overview of how these features help marketers throughout the day. The first thing is a space to bring the entire team together, chat, discuss on ideas, and get work done. And the second thing is connecting from anywhere over video and audio, making presentations, sharing your screen. The third thing is collaborating with people outside your organization. The fourth thing is automating your day-to-day workflow so that you could save time. And the fifth thing is integrating with your favorite third-party applications to manage your metrics. So we'll take a look at each one of these points in depth and see how Click helps marketers. So for the first thing is channels. So channels is it's basically a long term communication platform to collaborate with your teams as a group, where you can send messages, share files, and also have have organized discussions. So you can create channels for various purposes, and let's say one for your marketing team as a whole, and one where social media DIs alone are present, and the other one for website, the other one for designs, and the other one for paid marketing. As you can see on the screen, you could probably create channels for different marketing activities as you wish, and segregate conversations to keep them organized. So this is how you can use channels in Click for your marketing team. And also, this is how we use it in our marketing team. Basically, we also chat in channels. We exchange ideas, files, updates, and we send messages and things like this through chat in channels. The next thing is threads. This is a feature specific to channels, which help you declutter conversations. So when you choose to reply in thread, all the replies are stitched together to that particular header message, so that you don't lose context of a particular topic even if other messages are being sent in the channel. So this comes in handy when all of your teammates have updates to share and you don't want to miss out on anything pertaining to a particular topic. So our marketing channel usually gets flooded with a lot of messages. Everybody has some update or the other to post, and if I have an update to post, let's say I'm posting an update on the recent marketing email marketing campaign I sent, and there will be also other updates from others depending on their activities. And so what we've done is we usually review documents, all documents in our team. So we use a thread for all the help doc reviews, that is the user education document reviews, so that the important updates in the channel don't get missed, and all the help doc review updates are posted in the same thread. So this is how we use it in our team. And the next thing is reminders in chat. You can use this both in group chats, channels, or also you can use it in one-on-one chats as well. I find that this to be a very, very cool feature because it helps me a lot. And for example, if anyone posts a message in the chat and if you have to take any action for the same, you can set up a reminder as you can see on the screen. For example, if you've been told to send a campaign by a specific date and you think you're going to forget it, you can select the message and set a reminder. This way, you won't forget your deadlines, and especially when you have time sensitive work to be done. I use this feature, pretty much all the time when someone sends an important message, but I'm already working on something else. So I schedule a reminder for the particular message so that I can get it done before the deadline and I don't forget it. So the next thing is audio video meetings. We'll take a look at how marketers can make use of this module and how it will be helpful. The first thing is virtual meetings. I feel like virtual meetings are one of marketers' best friends because this helps the entire team to connect across regions, because we have most marketing teams have regional marketers who are spread across different regions and cannot get together on a daily basis, because there will definitely be different marketing teams for APAC, for US, for India, or for MEA. So basically, Click helps bridge the gap between these teams and helps them connect efficiently through audio and video meetings from anywhere. These audio and video meetings also support screen sharing and note taking, so it is ideal when you want to brainstorm or make team presentations and analyze on your strategies. The meeting notes can also be accessed after the meeting, and then you can share it with anybody in Click. So this feature is great use for a team, and especially teams that work in hybrid model and doesn't have everyone working from the same space. So we usually catch up at least once a week over audio meetings and discuss the weekly deliverables. We also brainstorm during any product launches so that everyone in the team is updated on what to look forward to. This is also of great help when chats don't really do the job for you. So the next feature is whiteboard, just a very important brainstorming and ideation feature inside Click, which allows people to collaborate visually in real time. You can add collaborators to whiteboards in Click and discuss simultaneously. These whiteboards can be started on one-on-one calls and group calls as well. So we've been using this quite for some time um during our discussions for the past few months, and it has really come in handy when all of us in the team have ideas to put forth so that we can do all this visually. It's more, encouraging to see it visually. The next thing is call recording. You could record your calls to revisit your discussions later. Let's say you're having a brainstorming session on the next campaign that's going out, and a decision maker was not, available because he or she was sick to join the call. The recording would probably help them make a decision instead of having to reschedule the call or do it all over again. We actually record all our team meetings because just in case someone faces connectivity issues and isn't able to continue with the call, they can revisit this whenever they have a better connection and get the relevant takeaways from the call. So it's a best practice to always record your calls when you're on team meetings. And the next one is guest chats and meetings in Click. You can collaborate with external users who aren't part of your organization using Click's guest chat and meetings feature. So marketers usually have to collaborate with people outside the organization, just like we discussed, be it customers or vendors or influencers or any other connections. So for example, let's say you want someone to write a guest blog and you need to collaborate with them. You can do so with the help of Click's guest chat feature. We usually have guest chats created for external teams like partners who aren't part of our organization so that we can collaborate and do work together. So we are usually in touch with our partners every time we work on a feature or product so that we get the relevant, feedback from them and so that we can work on it accordingly. So, since partners aren't part of our organization, we have to create an external channel or an external chat so that we collaborate with them. Also, you can add a guest user to an ongoing call and collaborate with them in Click. All you have to do is just share the link of the meeting, and then they will be able to join the meeting by accessing the link. So apart from all these features, we have another important module in Click, which is very useful for all departments in Click, not just the marketers out there. But today we'll be looking at what marketers can do with the internal tools that are available inside Zoho Click, like schedulers, widgets, bots, commands, and more of it, which will help you simplify your workflows, bring data from other apps inside Click, and also, leave your time to do more important job and help, schedule your monotonous tasks. So the first thing that we'll be looking at is schedulers and bots. So before I go ahead with this, I want to tell you that internal tools inside Click are extremely customizable, and knowing just a bit of coding would do the job for you. So all these tools are actually powered using a low-code language called Deluge. So if you're already familiar with Deluge, you can get started with it right away. If you're interested in learning more about Deluge and how to, code these components, you can take a look at our YouTube channel. We'll also be sharing some handouts of the YouTube links with you once the session is over. And this will help you get started with the development of these internal tools. So let me just take you some of the sample components. First, let's see schedulers and bots. Schedulers are often used when you want a reminder for a particular task or that you want sent out every now and then. And you don't have to do this manually. You can simply set up a scheduler that it has to go out, at this particular time, and it will be timed and sent. So that's it. It's very simple. So you can set up a scheduler and forget about having to do that work repeatedly. In our Teams channel, in we have configured a particular scheduler that goes out every Monday before our weekly marketing meeting starts. That is to fill out a sheet with all the weekly deliverables that we are supposed to give. So this helps us get ready for the meeting before it even begins. And you could also try out this for your marketing team. And the next tool is bots in Click. So bots are basically your assistants. You could refer to them like that. They are there to make your job easier. So once configured, they will send you regular updates. They'll keep reminding you of what's happening in a particular segment so that you always stay updated and don't miss out on anything. As you can see on the screen, we have a bot configured for Google Analytics in our marketing channel. So whenever we ask Google Analytics to, send us reports on page views, it displays the page views data for us so that we can refer it just inside Click itself. We needn't have to go and navigate to Google Analytics and see this. So the next thing that we'll discuss is slash commands, message actions, and widgets. So slash commands help you get work done in literally a click. So all you have to do is just enter the command, slash the command, and your will be done. You can pull files from Google Drive just like that in your chat with the slash G Drive command, as you can see on the screen. And also, widgets are one of the coolest internal tools in Click. Why? Because it literally brings your favorite marketing tool inside Click, and you'll be able to see everything just like you used to see in your marketing tool. You can view data and information in the form of different tabs in the widget, just like how you see on the screen. You can check out the Google Drive widget here, where you can see all the recent files added. You can see files shared with you, start, and files in your drive across different tabs. You can also view and download the files from here. So another bonus tool that is available in Click, apart from the standard message actions like reply, forward, delete, edit, there are some custom message actions that are supported. You can add a particular file that you received in your chat to your Google Drive right from your Click window itself using the message action. So a lot of other message actions are supported just like this, which make your work easier so that you don't have to manually download and upload. Instead of that, you could simply use the message action here and move this file directly to Google Drive. So these there are other several components also supported across different apps in Click that you can use to minimize context switching. In our team, we specifically have designed a tool called Design Request Tool, which our team members use to submit requests for designs in the channel with the details about the particular design, the due date. For example, let me say that I had to come up with a slide deck for this webinar, and I needed the help of my designer to format it. So I had to raise a design request in the channel with the webinar slide deck and also information on what to edit and when it is required, and so that my designer can pick up the particular task and work on it accordingly. And everybody else in the team will also be aware of what work is being assigned to the designer, so that they can also plan their work accordingly. So the possibilities are actually endless with the internal tools available in Click. And we will be having a few webinars in the future where we'll be talking about the Click platform, that is the internal tools in Click and how to build them. And you can keep watching out for our webinars page to register for any of these webinars in the future and get to know more about it. I will show you a demo of the Google Drive slash command. Now I'll show you a small quick demo so that you get to understand how it works. So let me share my screen. All right. So there's a chat with Rufus from this account, Scott's account. So I'm going to use the Google Drive slash command to show you how it actually works. So yeah, the slash G Drive command lists, the files that are available in Google Drive, in my Google Drive account. So I want to share the September marketing campaign sheet with Rufus. So when I use slash G drive, it pulls all the files that are available. And when I click on it, the file will be, uh, fetched. This basically fetching it for me. And I'll be able to view the file from here. For that, I need to sign into the account, or I could also click on this to download the file, and view it. But for this, I need to be signed into the Google account to do that. So this is how the slash G drive command works here. And also, I'll quickly show you the widget here. So these are some of the widgets that we have linked. Let me show you the Google Drive widget. So here, from here, I could probably, download. But again, I have to link my Google account here. So this is how it works. This is how widgets and slash commands work in Click. So let me just move to the next topic. All right, Zoho Marketplace extensions. So we have extensions that help you connect to a lot of other third-party applications available inside Zoho Cliq. And all these extensions can be accessed from the Zoho Cliq module itself. Some of the extensions that are, especially available for the marketing teams are OneDrive, Google Drive. Then we have Zoho Campaigns, Zoho CRM, Feeds, and Google Analytics, Mailchimp. These are some of the marketing centered integrations with third party applications that we have. Now I'll show you how to access these extensions and how to install them. You can access extensions from here, and it'll take you to Marketplace, where you'll be able to see all the extensions that are available for Zoho Click. Let me simply click on Mailchimp. So this is a Mailchimp extension that is available for Zoho Click. You'll be able to see what all features that this particular extension offers. You can view campaign summaries with key details within your Click window, view a short digest of your email recipients, details within Click, and you can do a lot more of this. You can automate channel notifications during when you schedule campaigns. You'll be able to see this. You need to click on install to install the extension. Allow marketplace vendors to contact regarding offers and promotions if you want to, but if you don't want to, it's not mandatory. And you need to simply click on by installing the app and click on install to install it. So this will be, then you need to click on install. If you want this installed for the entire organization or only for specific teams, you can select the team. Let me just pick this theme and click on install. This will be installed. So this extension carries these two components, that internal tools, that is slash create scheduler slash commands and get notified by at Mailchimp bot. So we have two internal tools associated with this extension. So all these will be populated when you click on install. So you'll be able to get an idea of how to use the extension and how to integrate and how to fetch data as well.